Hello, everyone. I'm Joe Hine, the Director of Sales for Ackerman Family Vineyards, and I have our winemaker joining us, Leo, as always. And we're very excited for this 2026 season because with the new season upon us, which means a new release for Ackerman. So we have our 2023s. We're going to be releasing our 2023 Stonehaven blend and then our 2023 Alla Vigna Tosca, which is exciting in itself, but we also received some fantastic scores from James Suckling. We've got a 94 for our Stonehaven blend and a 93 for our Alla Vigna Tosca. And we know James Suckling can have a discerning palate, so we're very excited about those scores there. And Leo, would you like to tell us a little bit more about the winemaking and the growing season for our two releases?
Yes, thanks, Joe. So for the 2023 vintage, unlike the 22, I like to compare vintages side by side. We didn't have a extreme heat spell, so spring was lovely in terms of the weather, nice amount of rainfall into spring, summer, and harvest was just smooth sailing in terms of like when everything got phenolically ripe, Joe, and harvested and fermented everything with no heat spells or weather like we had this 2025 vintage where it rained.
Yeah.
So
it's good when you can have a consistency in the year, as much as you like to be up for the challenge, having a smooth year is always good.
When you can, the weather doesn't dictate harvest, but you get to, it makes things less stressful.
Yeah, no, it definitely shows in the glass. Beautiful aromas, it really gives you that sense of place, like you're connected to Napa, the origin, and then just, from farm to glass essentially there. There's, the Alla Vigna Tosca deriving from the spirit of Tuscany. I just think steak Florentine, beautiful, bright, vibrant senses. It really is a beautiful wine to work with there. And
both these wines are small case production. Alla Vigna Tosca, 70% of that fruit we do not grow in-house, but we source it from one of the highest peaks in Napa Valley, which is Atlas Peak. So 70% of Sangiovese, and then 30% kind of rounds it off from the estate. So Coombsville Cabernet to kind of soften the wine and give it a little bit more depth and texture and concentration.
A Stonehaven blend, just so much sensation, and you can just taste the flavors even on the first smell there too.
For sure, yeah. The 2023 Stonehaven blend, Joe, it's comprised of our spice block. So we have Merlot, Malbec, and Cab Franc in equal portions, all of which gets harvested together, co-ferment. So co-ferments anything that you put together, essentially in one vessel. And then after those three varietals are fermented, then we add Cabernet Sauvignon to the varietal, or to the blend, that is. And that's something really unique, just because we only have a few rows of this wine, and it's hence the 74 case production.
Such a small patch of vineyard, just the really big flavors, all of those licorice notes I tend to find on there. just a really beautiful wine overall.
For sure.
And I know our friends at home and across the country are really looking forward to our next release on there, and we look forward to sharing them with you. We do have them available, of course. I always have to throw that in there. Not only do they have great scores, but we're putting great values too. So get into contact with us and learn how to stock up your cellar, especially now that dry January is over. Our resolutions are still going strong, so good to have a little reward once in a while too, right?
I agree.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we're both in agreement. So cheers, Leo.
Cheers.
It's always a pleasure to sit and enjoy these beautiful wines, and we hope you will too, and looking forward to this 2023 release.